Built a limited edition Hyaku Shiki mechanical clear, and I also painted it and put some lights inside. If you want to see how I done it, watch the video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So as you may know, when I went to Comic Con in London, I bought two limited edition master grade gunpla from the Bandai shop over there. One of these two is this one here, which is Hyaku Shiki version 2 mechanical clear AEG attack use priority mobile suit. 5064875. I know there's the 2017 he had the different number, and this was coming out around, I don't know, an aspect. I couldn't find any other differences in between, so it should be exactly the same, just a limited edition. Yeah. What does it say on this side? Nothing as usual. Top cover, paper, box paper, all paper, Bandai Hobby Net. Imported in Europe. Some guy makes a lot of money. Well, I just seen videos from YouTube, and there was the other item that I bought. It sells in Japan in Gundam base for probably 30% less of what I pay here. But hey, transport and import and carbon footprint, that's what I get. Let's see what's inside. So as you said, a master grade limited edition. That's gonna be, oh, I was expecting more stickers for a master grade, but no, actually not, because this is clear, so you only's got a tiny few ones for the eyes and the light in the middle of the head. So I guess that makes sense. As the sprues we get. That's one. I'll show them one by one. Let's do the clear ones first, and then yeah, a bit of reflection, but that's all in the box, brand new. And then quick go through these ones here, and then I may even open it. I go through the opening bit. Now, since this is see-through, I'm planning to put some light in it, but also I want to do this inside bit with some maybe silver dry brush on it, metal filling. So I'm gonna have a look through instructions, see what it looks like, if it's worth it. I may do that. So not an excessive amount of sprues, but still, I mean, if you're going to do a stripper bag anyway, it's going to be a rundown in the instructions anyway. We got warranty, I guess. Warranty. I need my phone to do Google Translate, but yeah, this is my phone. So instruction. That's a little bit of a band. The instructions are the same for, doesn't matter which version you get. You can get a gold version, you can get the clear version, or the, I don't know if there's any other ones, but the instructions should be all the same. So let's have a look through this instruction booklet. As a part in Japanese and another part in Japanese. Then on this side, as you can tell, is Japanese. So yeah, Google Translate is gonna be essential. plus the number of sprues we're looking at. So we go 6, 10 plus the lightsaber. 10 sprues. It looks like it was more. I got 3 just here and 3 just here. There's 6 already. And there's two more here. That's 8. 9 and 10. 11, 12, 13 plus the bean. So what are you talking about, Willis? Let's see. Ah, it's 2 of this one and 2 of this ones. Okay. And 2 of this one. So 10, 11, 14. Yeah. Adds up. It all adds up. I like the fact that they put this sort of a belt around the thing so it doesn't open and doesn't get loose, but that doesn't stop anyone going there and take off everything and give you an empty box with a brick inside. This is from Gunpla, officially Namco, Bandai Namco stop. Stop ashore. All Japanese. Well, I'm sure I did the other Master Grade, the granddaddy on Japanese, so I'm sure we can. Oh, I'm on it. A little bit of English if you do speak English, but there's definitely more people speaking English in the world than Japanese. So, made in Japan. MS Trucks. Ooh, we got some English. 2 lines of English. One here, one here. That's good. Characters somewhere, which I missed. They must be in there somewhere. Check it. The new. Oh, it's funny, this same page is glossy on one side and then just plain black and white on the other side. But yeah, that's a reference for the instruction. They tell you which instructions which sprues you're gonna need. Clay bazooka. What do you mean clay? It's just supposed to be crystal, see-through. Clay is gonna crack. Ah, there's definitely clear bits in here. Clear. And then stickers, which, as we say, are not many. So yeah, I'm gonna study the instructions with the Google Translate and come up with a plan. If we look at the details of the black plastic, it looks like they got tiny speckles of gold dust in it. That's gonna look nice, but I don't care because I'm gonna paint it. So I got rid of all the clear plates and I'm gonna prime everything, and then I'm gonna spray all the black bits in gunmetal and these tiny bit of silver bits in silver, and then paint on top of it and see what happens. So I need to remove this one from the other bits, and then I'm gonna prime everything in gunmetal. I'm gonna wash it first, of course, soapy water, let it dry. The only things I'm not gonna prime apart from the clear bits, it's gonna be the joints because they're rubbery and soft, and the beams. All the rest gets primed. So let's go for a wash. So now with the painting station set up, I'm gonna prime Mega Color Black Primer 50%, 25% airbrush thinner, 25% flow improver. And of course, because I always forget, before priming, each piece is gonna be brushed. Let's get ready to roll. Fan, primer, and then we can do the very first sprue. Just a little brush for the statics, just in case. Just to prove the point I've done it, because always forget. Now we can get started. And this is gonna be quite boring, so I'm gonna keep on doing it off camera. Well, everything has been drying in the dehydrator, and now I'm gonna take off from the sprue all the round parts, like these ones, and these ones here, and these ones here as well, because I want to make them gold color. All the rest is gonna be gunmetal, apart from the silver parts. I cut out all the pieces that need to be painted in gold, remove the sprues on the side, clean it up, so hopefully the only sprue still connected is gonna be the one hidden, and then I can spray them in gold. And since I'm here, I'm gonna do the same process for as much as possible of the other ones. I mean, it's gonna show less on the dark ones, but definitely on the silver I'm gonna do it, and then on the gunmetal, at least some of them. It may not look as much, but you see, all these bits are all things that don't need to cut and shave later on. And well done, especially on the exposed areas, I cut away the nibs, cleaned it up, and then hopefully it's gonna be much less work for later on. It's gonna be easier and smoother. I've done all the pieces, absolutely all of them, as much as possible, still giving a little bit of support so I can spray paint them. I still having the number next to them, so I can sort of identify them. So I really haven't got the patience to cut, prepare every single one by one, and then put them on a stick and paint them one by one. Maybe in the future, one day, but not yet. And the first color I'm gonna spray is gonna be on this sprue over here. There's the silver, and some here, X11, and then I'm gonna use a X20A. I'm gonna do a 50-50, and if there's any extra, I'm gonna leave it here to do the touch-ups and the details later on. So it's gonna be straightforward. Press some more, put some drops on it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that was mostly anyway. And same is gonna be for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably my hand was in the middle over there, but yeah, Trust me, I can't do it properly. Let's give it a mix. Maybe I need to make even a little bit more, but let's see. Let's see, it should be enough. Should be enough. If there's a, I may need to, I don't know. Actually, I did try to use these paints only once. As you can tell, they're pretty much brand new. But what I did by mistake last time, I used the wrong thinner. I used the enamel thinner, which sort of broke down the paint. So hopefully this one is gonna be more appropriate. So that's pretty much 50-50. See how it goes. Let's put these things aside. Get rid of my watch. Get rid of the brush, which I already did off camera, but just to show you for insurance purposes, they've done it. Start the thing. I'm not putting a mask, just that it's a very thin, it's a very small thing that I need to paint. So I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna put it on base. See. Oh. No, don't forget the glove. You may get pregnant. This is a broken one. Where's the other one? I use gloves like 50 times. Doesn't cheap. Let me get a new glove. So here we are. Got the glove. I'm gonna put some paint in it. Yes, put all of it just because I'm a gentleman. And see if it works. How and when. Let's do it this side. Yeah, it looks alright. Well, as usual, I'm gonna do it off camera. See you later on. And now it's time for all these pieces to be made in gold. Without preparing silver earlier, I needed to prepare a little bit more because I still need to get the quantities right with these droppers. But yeah, we still managed to do enough. So now I know I'm gonna use a little bit more of this gold. Let's do it. Maybe like that. I don't know. It's very empiric. It's not science. I haven't got the patience at the moment to do drop count. So we just go by consistency, looking at the consistency of the paint, which normally gives you a good result anyway. I say, like milk. If you were a goose by with the golden eggs, yeah, maybe. So try and error is all error and error. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay. Camera off. I must have sticky fingers because I started doing the video and then the video wasn't rolling. So I did the first one and as I said, maybe I made it a little bit thinner this time Remember, I'm using the Ultra, which is a 0.45, and using 25 psi for the compressor pressure. So, oh yeah, this looks fine. This looks fine. So happy with that. I'm gonna switch off camera. As usual, I'm gonna have the pieces laid out on top of the position on the instructions, apart from these two little things that pre-assembled, and mostly because I wanted to see if I had to readjust a little bit the painting, but I got lucky with it. The only ones I needed to repaint was this little nub here on both sides, here and here, on this and this, and then on the gunmetal, it's not really worth it, because once you paint it on, it gets more shiny. If you don't do anything, you don't even notice it. So I'd rather leave it like that. Also, I don't know if painting the figurine it's inside or not. I may need to have even access later on anyway to put the battery if I want to put the lights. So I'll leave it as it is for the moment, and I'll see how it goes. All the rest didn't need any other painting, so we can just proceed on doing this bit. And once you've done that, you can show it here. Cool. And that's so much for page 1 or page 7. This reminds me that from now on it's going to be a bit more complicated to put any panel lining. So I'm going to panel line this, panel line all the golden bits and the silver, and I don't know if it's worth panel lining the black. Let's see what it looks like. If it is, I'm going to panel line the rest of the black as well. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to attach the clear parts so early. Let's see what it looks like once I put them through, because many people are polishing them, especially to remove the nubs inside, but then you're gonna lose many other details as well. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Let's just let's do little by little. So that's supposed to come here, that's supposed to come here, the two whiskers for your privates. And once you do that, then you can attach this thing here. Okay, that doesn't fit. I mean, it does fit, but it doesn't stay. But once you put it on, once you put it up here, then it should be quite sturdy. If I manage to. That's it. Okay. Yeah, that was it. Goes in there, goes in there. There we go. Two pieces are the front. It's cracked already. No, it's not cracked. But it looks like I could have. Yeah, that looks like that. In and out, in and out. Oh, okay, once you put them in, then you can squeeze them back out, I guess. Oh, that's what I meant. Squeeze them in and then attach them. Okay. Yeah. Well, see how it goes, and then might need to have more painting underneath. See how it goes. This reminds me that from now on it's going to be a bit more complicated to put any panel lining. So I'm going to panel line this, panel line all the golden bits and the silver, and I don't know if it's worth panel lining the black. Let's see what it looks like. If it is, I'm going to panel line the rest of the black as well. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to attach the clear parts so early. Let's see what it looks like once I put them through, because many people are polishing them, especially to remove the nubs inside, but then you're gonna lose many other details as well. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Let's just yeah. Well, see how it goes, and then might need to have more painting underneath. See how it goes. Well, as you can tell, you can see all these round push pins marks, which could be cleared out, but then you're gonna lose all this little detail in the middle, this like fine lining. So I don't know, I'm gonna proceed with the build, get to the end, see what it looks like at the end, and then to polish it. I mean, the plan was to polish it from the start, but it's gonna be a lot of work. I got all the places ready for the head assembly. Some of them are microscopic, so if I try to file them by hand, they're gonna flick away and disappear forever. So I cut out all the nubs, and now I'm gonna use the rotary sander. What I'm gonna prepare 4 different rods. Perfect, exactly what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. So let's put everything back where it's supposed to be before we lose it. This belongs here, this belongs here, this belongs here, and that's why you need to be careful with these things. So 4 different nubs, rods with this very moment for you, and 4 different grits, 1800, 600 and 400, and then I'm gonna polish the little bits on the clear parts one by one. Okay, it's better. It's not like mirror, but it's better than it was earlier. I guess you still need some glass files. If I can get some glass files with a stick. Actually, no. Yeah. Once you rub your oily fingers on it, how you remove all the dust. Is it settable? I don't know if you can catch the reflection. Yeah, that's catching the reflection. So you can still see the nub, the original nub a little bit, but that's been yeah, I guess we're gonna do straight away with 1000 probably without bothering the other ones, or maybe a tiny bit with the other ones, and then do the 1000. Okay, happy, very happy. I'm pretty happy with the results. Of course, you need to be stable. You don't want to smudge, you don't want to move it around, and you don't want to go sideways. Just keep it still. But it doesn't burn the plastic, it doesn't do any coloring, yellowing or anything. And pretty happy. So now we can proceed and connect all these bits. There's a little bit of a mark in here, but if I go with the, you only see it from an angle. Okay, so I need to do a hole through here, probably holes through the eyes. I'm gonna start doing like an first hole by hand, like a boring hole, and then I'm gonna widen it up with the tool. Honestly, the plastic is so soft there's no worth using the electric one. I'm just gonna proceed by hand, just using a bigger and bigger and bigger and make a mess, as you just seen. So bigger step by step. I step it up a bit one by one and make it a little bit. That's still too big. That's because I got no patience. So we done this, but let me do the holes. I need to look closer and look through the lenses. So turn off the camera and use my secret. There we go. Maybe it's a bit cross-eyed, but hey, for a first try, I'm happy with it. I'll see if we can fit the LED inside. I bought 6 LED blue lights activated by battery, proximity battery. So I'm gonna put one in the head, one each on the limbs, and probably one in the chest. I still like to see where to put the battery, where to put all the other, do all the cabling, all the wiring, but let's work through it. Well, this kit came complete with battery and proximity magnet, and when you get the magnet close from the outside, it lights up the lights. That works fine. And same again, put it close and it's gonna turn it off. So I'm gonna embed this inside the thing, and hopefully even through the plastic the magnet is gonna reach. If not, I use a stronger magnet anyway. I remove the pilot, which is not in view anyway. I put the thing in there. I fit the battery in there, fits perfectly. Got 2 lights going for the legs. Got 2 for the arms, 1 for the head, and 1 is gonna stick around for the body somewhere. Well, I made a hole through there and cleaned it so I can pass the cables through there, and then the thing they can still move and rock back and forth. Also, I'm gonna do 2 tiny cuts here so the cables can go through there. I can still connect the pieces with the cable going through. Where were we? Machine gun, we said. I need to do a tiny cut here and a tiny cut here. So I cut through there, and then I filed it with a drill tip, and it's gonna have enough space to get the cables through. And now with the cables safe inside, I can attach this thing at the top. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Head, arms, legs, and jetpack probably, or chest. We see what comes to mind. I realized that getting the arm cables through the neck, or going upwards anyway, wasn't giving me enough movements on the shoulders. So instead of going up there, I made 2 little holes on this one, and hopefully I'm gonna gain about 1 millimeter, which is gonna give me a little bit more freedom on the shoulders. To check here, build one of the shoulder structure to see how far I can get. So now it looks a little bit like this. From the back you can see Worst case scenario, I just pass it from the back here, but it doesn't look good. I'd rather have it hidden. So let's see if it works. So if I was to making the cable pass through the back, it would be enough when you stretch the arm forward. But if I pass it at the front, that's where the shoulder pad clicks in, that's where the arm clicks in, and this can rest right in between. And even when you flick it backwards, you got enough cable to get through. So I think we got it. And then last step, I made a hole in the armpit, basically just large enough for the LED to come out. So I'm gonna feed the cable through there, get the LED out, close it together, and then when it's completed, I'm gonna just glue the LED in position. And that's what it's gonna be looking like. And of course, this one I can bend it all the way at the back, and there's enough cable. Perfect. And now we need to do the same on the other one, but now I know what to do, so straightforward. Just a hole through the armpit. And on top of the eyes, on top of the head basically, I made another 2 holes that hopefully I'm gonna bring a little bit of shine inside the helmet. Maybe it works, maybe not, but it's worth trying. We'll see. Then the next step is to pass the cable through there. I made a little notch at the back just to give it a little bit more space. And I'll put it in, and it's not too bad. Good. I prepared all the pieces for the arm units, of course, because it's 2 arms. It's gonna be double pieces, 2 pieces for everything ready to do. So let's just assemble it. Now before I close it properly, I want to see, maybe I want to paint some little details. So let's build the other one and then let's do some painting. So put a tiny extra bit of color inside, and looks alright. Now the next part is going to be building the hands, and is one of them master grade fingers detachable things, which I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up, lose pieces, break pieces as well. So I'll see you at the end straight away. Actually, it's not too bad. They improved the design on the one compared to the ones that are pre-molded. And this is a tight on this side, is closed on the other side by plastic. So it's alright. Not too bad at all. So I can build the other one as well without getting too frustrated. So I already had the shoulder half built to check the position for the lights. It's just a matter of put a little bit of gold, a little bit of red, and we can plug them in. Not really sure. I'll still leave the antenna for the end. Not really sure if it's better to put this. I'd rather put the hands first. I mean, what I should do really is fix the lights here with beer glue. Light down here like that, and that, and then I put I clip the arms on, and sure enough, it looks exactly the way it should. Perfect. No need to show you how to build this thing. It's like 4 pieces altogether. I just thought I did a tiny bit of color, to make it a bit more interesting. And now when we go up here on this side, this also is very simple. The only thing, these plastic bits are a little bit fiddly to put them proper, and then you just add these tiny bits at the back, which I painted a little bit. It's not much, small little detail, but the fits. So because I already tested it on, I wanted to see how the lights fit. I already know that this one is gonna go this way, and then this way. But for what's important is to get the other ones sorted. So let's do this one, and then we add the other bits at the bottom. See, straightforward. And we're ready to put the mini skirt. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the front bits and then slide the two cables for the legs on the back, and then put the ones at the back. The privacy screen, that should be straightforward. It's just a matter of putting these on top of that. Yeah, maybe I should do the little bit of gold in the middle there with the show. Probably won't, but hey, why not? Since I mean a middle bit in there. Okay, let's do that. Bit of gold here, bit of gold there. To do the gold here, of course, it's easier to remove this one, paint it, and then slide it back on. Piece of cake. See, a small little detail at the front, here, here, and here, but it makes a lot of difference in my opinion. I opened a little bit, made a tiny bit of space at the back, so then I can pass the lights through there. Well, we got the same issue as the shoulders. Before bending the cables too much and putting them possibly in a wrong position, avoiding scratching them, I rather prepare the legs and see how they attach. Now they starting from the feet, so that's what we're gonna do. I just as always, I positioned all the pieces in front, on top of where they represented in the instructions. There's quite a few pieces, so instead of doing a set of two like I normally do, I just prepared a set of one piece, and then we're gonna take it from there. That's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it. So this is done. This is done. Absolutely no relevance between them two. We're gonna find out in a minute. Probably it's gonna go like that. Let's go down here. And to finish the page, another easy build. That's why I set up 2 pieces of each, because it's gonna be straightforward, hopefully. Like that. Maybe worth putting a stripe of red in the middle there. Yeah, maybe a tiny stripe of red in the middle. I'll be back in a second. Since it was there, so I painted these ones, and then I did the shock absorbers and the chrome tint that goes in here. This is very tight, so with the paint being worn off a little bit, but still gonna be better than being plain. Okay, so that's supposed to have a tiny bit freedom movement. Good enough. Yeah, good thing I painted it just a little bit. That makes a difference. This flap, hopefully someone is gonna clip in here. Maybe I will have to do this in red or something later on. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, I'm happy with this one. I'm gonna build the other one and then we change page. And now we have all the pieces lined up for the right leg, and I'm gonna leave the hip out because I'm gonna see at the end if I can do something about the lights. In the meantime, let's proceed with these other bits. Yeah, I had to get the other piece of the leg to see how it fits together, but this is a little bit deceiving because what it looks like here is that this stick is going into this hole, which is not. It's actually this one I painted red that goes in there. And what was the reason to have like a cut into it if then at the end it's gonna sit in here? But yeah, it does make sense once you put it like that because it fits. But just strange because then this is fixed. You haven't got any joint. The joint would be on the top part once you insert this all the way down there, making sure that's inside the line down there, that one, which it is. Okay, we got that, and then now we can put this at the top. Okay, makes more sense now. It just was difficult to visualize once the arrow is pointing at the wrong place. So once we got there, so as we say, we leave this one out. Let's do so I did a little small bits of painting. Normally this one here, these two here, and probably I did this one already earlier. So let's see if that brings any joy. So here it is, in all its glory. And then at this we go foot that goes underneath. The foot facing this way, and then it's gonna do the footy thing. Okay, nice, very nice. I found that the best way to put the light on the leg is to pass it at the back, let it come through here, and then do this sort of bend inside and come out at this bit here, which it lights it up anyway. And is the best compromise I can find. The length is a bit tight when you put it in. You need to move the hip sideways to be able to put it in, but once you do it, then it goes in. Maybe I can show it from here. It's not easy. The cable comes all the way down here and then down here and then comes out in there. It's a bit fiddly. Now you put the lid on and then you try to snap it in, which is, you need to force it a bit. Just be careful not to snap the cable. So let's put this on. And now you see, to put this one in here, we better twist it sideways a bit. Yeah, I need to do it on the table. I risk breaking it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so I just twist it a little bit, force it. You see the light in there, and then now I can put it in like that, like that, and that's hopefully the light survived. Yeah, the light is there connected, so happy. Don't look at this light here. This is the one supposed to be for the backpack. It just shows up here because it's bent, but yeah, all the rest is good to go. Once attached the legs, I put back all the back at the front. This actually moves up and down a bit, and this side skirts as well. Happy to see all the lights work properly. Maybe see better if I do this. That looks quite cool. And now I need to do the backpack to sort out the last lights. So let's do that. I'm ready to get started with the backpack then. I just did already had these ones in red, these little bits in red, a tiny bit of red, the golden here, and accents on the bits that are gonna stick out from the backpack. So let's proceed and start building it. Cool, and now you can shift up. Well, a little update. That window they put over here earlier, like in this one, is not supposed to go in there for the other one. So they tell you to prepare two of these ones at the top, but then only one of this. So one, which is gonna be this one here, and the other one, instead of putting it here, you attach it to this other one here, which is not a big deal. Just to remove the other one, I had to be extra careful not to break it, because it really is a very small piece of clear plastic, so I need to be ultra careful. But now they got all the places lined up, all the pieces lined up, then I can just because it was a better angle. And we got it. That's it, happy days. Also, they tell me to put the stickers now here. I know for experience that if they do tell you to put the stickers at that time, you had to do it because it's gonna be nearly impossible later on probably. And yes, these stickers were microscopic, as a toothpick next to it, but you fiddle a bit to put them on, but it's a great satisfaction when it's finished and they're in place. So that's it. And the next step, of course, is to connect the two wings to the backpack, and then at the back, and I tell you again to put the stickers, same stickers as before. So just reinforcing the principle that you better do it beforehand, because then once you're here, you're done. Okay, so that gives you a little bit of freedom. So you can place them anywhere you like, and that goes in there like that. So if I go like that, we need to come up with a plan for the light. Where do we put this light? This extra light, they go here and left for the backpack. I'm gonna think about it. And instead of having the cable for the light coming at the bottom of the backpack, I made it right at the top of the backpack with the light sitting in there. It should be okay. Once I put the cover on and the other bits, should give it a nice glow. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, with the backpack lit up like that. That'll be alright. And finally it's time for the weapons. The saber handles is literally 2 pieces plus the little handle in there. There's no point showing it. And then you either put it without the blade at the back, hanging on this little thing here, or you in the hand with the saber beam. Nice a yellow saber beam. So yeah, that's not a problem at the moment. What we're gonna proceed in doing these bits here. And then the rockets, which is really no point, but they do slide in like that. Yeah, that's totally overkill. It's never gonna use them or see them. Total overkill for these ones. Cool. And now it's time to attach the decals. There's an option for an optional backpack that you need to buy separate. If you want to add it, they just give you the attachment bits, and then you need to buy separate, which I'm not planning to. For the decals, we got 3 sets. The ones we already used, and then normal see-through decals, and these are actually pressure transfers, which I need to cut on top and then rub it and push them in. And these are the more tricky to place, so I'm gonna place these ones first and then the normal stickers at the end. So just to show what a pain in the ass this is gonna be to put this pressure sticker, I'm gonna place number 1. Squares are pressure transfers around the stickers. So square number 1, which is this one, what you need to do, you need to place it where you want it, which is gonna be under here like that. Make sure we are in the middle of the camera. Yeah, Then you put it down here, make sure it fits, and then of course it doesn't bloody work because you need to press, and this thing you need to press it harder probably with a pen would be ideal. Let's see, and because I moved it a bit, it cracked already a bit as well. Is it coming out? Yeah, they come out. They come out. It's horrible. Oh yeah, it's got a little line because of the ridge on the plastic, but it does work. But yeah, this is gonna be well fiddly. Well, I have to admit, these transfers, they look amazing, but they won't survive the first scratch. Also, the very first I placed was supposed to look like that, and I sort of overlapped it. I got a spare one anyway, so I can let's get to the end, because I didn't use all of it. Only all the ones they are indicated on the instructions, and they still leave you with the spare one and then two. So spare of this one, two of this one, and then all this is spare as well. AUG small in white and grey, and AF. So I'll wait till the end after placing all the other stickers, see how it goes, and find a place for it. I just make sure I put it in a place in a way that they don't get dirty, because that's all the point. Once they get dirty, then they don't work properly anymore. I'm just gonna stick the normal stickers now. If you look at the difference, this one is a pressure transfer, and this one is a normal sticker. And yeah, this may be a little bit thinner now rim, but at the end of the day, I would have preferred to have all of these ones here, or at least a choice of one, both of them, and then you choose which one to use. Well, I put all the stickers on, even from the stickers there. Spare ones that don't need to be used. The only change I made is this sticker on the side here. I swapped the right with the left and the other way around, because these were supposed to come a bit sideways, but because this one is see-through, doesn't look as good, so I put them straight and swap them. So it's much better in my opinion. So I'm gonna let it be like that. Maybe pass a tiny bit. I don't know if doing any panel lining, because it looks better crisp and clean as it is. So I guess I'm gonna do a final reveal. Here it is in all its glory, in the dark, and then in the lights. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, at the end of the video, I'm gonna attach some still pictures just to show you what it looks like close up, better definition. But yeah, there it is. Very happy with it. Very nice build, easy build, and a couple of things I looked through instructions a couple of times, but very happy with it. Well, hope you enjoy the build, and subscribe if you can, just pressing a button, that's easy. And I'll see you next time on my channel.